web design on Upwork. I did Upwork about 2 years ago.
Like you have quite achieved quite a number of milestones.
If you spend the money on Upwork, you are going to get it no matter, because you know that yes, you are investing into your business and you want to take it seriously. If I can guess right, I would say that about $2,000 per month. Yes, I've made.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is David, the founder and the CEO of a reputation management company, Review Spectra. You can look us up online. We are a legit and real company. You can find us everywhere on the internet. We help home service businesses and local businesses get started with reviews and all of that, and also of course local SEO and build a reputation for upcoming businesses. So today's episode is also about talking to people who want to really get started in the freelance space. They want to get into tech. I want to make money online. I want to sit at the comfort of my home on a laptop. I want to make, and of course, that's why we bring in an expert. Abdulqudus, thanks for joining us.
And thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure for me to be there.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining. Okay, before we really go in depth, before we talk about strategies and tactics, can you tell us about Abdulqudus and what you do?
Okay. Actually, Abdulqudus, and I'm a top web designer on Upwork. I did Upwork about 2 years ago. For Upwork, I was actually a student, computer science student, tried different things, different businesses, and out of all of them. Before I started, I actually learned how to code. I'm a web designer. I learned coding for about 2 years. And I started about 2021 when I started coding. I learned everything I can through coding, but actually I was unable to use it to make money. Open account on Fiverr. I spent multiple accounts and all of them got banned. Someone introduced me to, and I actually look at it, everything I can about Upwork, and I gave it a try. And from there, I was able to put one or two things together, and that today I'm a top freelancer on Upwork.
Wow, that's an awesome beginning. And of course, you have quite achieved quite a number of milestones as someone. Okay, can you please tell us a little bit? Was there what made you decide to try freelancing? Is there a story to that?
As I said earlier, I've tried different types of businesses. If you can remember, there was a time we do tap, tap, tap. Actually participate in that. I tapped the hell out, made a little money. I made some money actually. But what I noticed is that the first one that came out was not coin. I paid why others that started coming out. It's not really much compared to Notcoin. Well, tap, 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 and scheme like that just keep getting worse. So I decided that this is not a really reliable source of income. So I decided to ditch that and look for other things that can work for me. I already have coding experience, but I don't actually know how to use it to make money. I used to see stories of people making more than $3,000 per week per freelancing. So that is what motivates me. And I say that if someone can do something like this, I went into Upwork and I saw some profiles of people who have the same skills as me, and they are actually making quite good amount of money. I was even wondering how these people can be able to do this. So I started making some research, and from there, things started making sense. And when I joined Upwork for about 6 months, I did not make money, but I keep doing it. My first client after getting my first client, one actually paid me $400. That was actually nice. That was the biggest money I've made at once. So after I did the work for the client and the client really liked the job, he also gave me $6 or $40. Then I decided that if I can make $400 from this, I can actually make more. So I've now put more energy to it and see that yes, this could be a reliable source of income for me.
Okay, wow. So was that the moment when you decided that this is really what you want to do? Okay, so let's talk about Upwork specifically, because you've mentioned quite a level of success there. For someone who has never been to this platform, how does it actually work? For someone who is new that want to choose the platform.
Okay. For someone new want to choose Upwork, what I will ask you to do is that it's not like Fiverr that you can sell thousands of gig, like multiple gig or something like that. Upwork is for serious freelancers that want to build a career. Before you start Upwork, make sure you look for a particular skills and be very good at it before you start. You can do other side gigs on like 5,000, but when you come to Upwork, make sure you focus on playing a particular type of skills. So once you learn everything about this, and you start working at clients. When you want to consider Upwork, just know that you want to start like a business, not like a side job, like where you can sell content writing today, tomorrow you go into logo, jumping around. Upwork is a form for serious freelancers. So before you start, make sure you have a particular skill that you are very good at. Consider joining.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Talking about Upwork, one of the biggest complaints I've heard from people basically is I've sent 50 proposals, I've sent 100 proposals, and I've not landed any job. What do you have to say about complaints like this?
Okay. One thing for I would tell beginner to measure on Upwork is not about results yet when they start. What you need to measure is activities. Upwork pay freelancer that participate most on their profile than any other thing. Make enough activities, they are going to get results no matter. So what I mean by activity is that you being online, you sending proposal every day, doing research, optimizing your profile to be at the best standard, making sure your profile is 100% completed, and doing any other things just to make sure you're active on the platform. It will take time. Your profile is building and Upwork is ranking your account. You are taking note of what you are doing. So you just need to keep doing it and continue.
As someone who has been in this space for a long time, what would you say is the most in-demand skill in 2026?
Okay, for the most in-demand skills, actually, I would say the top one on the list right now is AI automation because people are making a lot of money on the AI automation. So if you are starting now, I would advise you to consider going to AI automation. And the second one, so AI video generation too is getting a lot of demand on Upwork right now. So it's another to consider. And the third one is marketing. Marketing has been in demand since from day one. Can never stop. People will still keep asking for marketing service, sales and marketing. As long as you can get clients the result they want through marketing and sales, they're actually going to make good money from Upwork. So those just work like a mutual relationship. If you can get clients sales, they will actually pay you well. Even though they want $1,000, as long as you can give them more than you can give them return on their investment, they're actually going to pay you more as a relationship than they are getting the results. And the fourth one, which is still an old service, we're seeing demand no matter what, is websites, web design. The tomorrow new businesses will keep for websites. No matter any business that doesn't have a website, the business is not yet complete because you need a website for a business to be found online. Social media alone is good, but it's not actually reliable because you don't have full control over what you can do on social media. Sometimes what you post might be against the guideline of the social media you are using and you might take down your account at any time. But with websites, you're going to have full control over your business. So website is one of the most important thing business
I got that.
needs. It will always there'll always be a demand for it. So those are
Okay,
the first.
let's talk about getting your first client and also turning that. And you see, some people get stuck after they get their first client. So how did you turn that to a consistent stream of income?
Okay. So I'm actually going to say not make sense to a lot of people, but that is the best thing to do. You get your first client. Most people, the first thing they will think is that, wow, I have cash out. I want to go and ball. I want to buy it. I want to do that. That is not the best thing to do. When you get your first client, use that money to your Upwork. Spend that money on Connect. Even though you can spend everything. If you spend the money on Upwork, you are going to get it no matter because you know that, yes, you are investing into your business and you want to take it seriously. Once you get your first client, it's not the time for you to just say, this money, I want to use it to do. Just invest it back in your business. So make sure you make sure you upset the client again. The thing about Upwork is if clients hire you once and they come back again, Upwork is going to see that as good relationship with your clients and they're going to promote your profile to get more clients for you and also ask your client to refer people they know that need your service too. Those are the ways you can expand your business after you get your first client.
Yeah, that's awesome. And ratings and reviews on Upwork are one of the most important things and very, very, very important. How do beginners thrive in that space, especially when you have no clients, no reviews?
Okay. About rating and reviews, it goes in different ways. Especially on Upwork, I would say it's very hard for you to land a job. It's not that easy for you to land a job without review. So you actually look for clients and offer your service at a very cheaper price on platforms on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere you can find a client. Just make sure you try to work with the client. And any client you get outside, try to bring them into Upwork. Make sure you have good relationship with them, give them best service, like over deliver for them to make sure you get that review come. Although you have to create a website for $100, do it building your business. So you don't need to charge much. The first thing you need to put in mind is the reputation, what people are saying about you. Because most people, before they hire someone, they want to know what people are saying about you, if you're actually reliable to waste their time and money. So you just need to look for clients from other sources you can get from, bring them to Upwork and make sure they leave a very good review for you. So that
Okay,
is one of the best ways to get.
talking about looking for clients from other sources.
You can get on Facebook groups, you can get on Instagram, you can get on Twitter, almost everywhere. Even as long as you can find clients that need people that need your services, convince them to buy from you and take them into Upwork.
Yeah, so I would like to ask that, when you begin to grow in your business, you want to increase the way you charge. So at what point did you start increasing your ratings? And how do you ensure you don't lose customers like clients?
Okay, comes to increasing your price. It's actually you just can't go
It has to come
about
what?
it has to go strategic, like gradually. You don't need to you need to make sure you are doing it the right way. So before when I notice I need to increase my rating and my price is that I keep getting more clients and the money I'm making is not actually compared to the work I'm doing. So that is when I know something is wrong. Doing more work, spending more time, but I'm not actually getting enough money. So another reason that two things might be the problem. And you do cheap or my service is good enough for more clients to be coming. So if your service is too cheap, it will draw more clients, which is good. And if more clients are coming to you, you can increase your pricing because they can see all your review, your reputation there. And if you increase your service through that process, they are not going to doubt you because they know that yes, you have worked with other people and you have a reputation to speak for you.
That's great. One thing that's very common among Africans, Nigerians, or let's say Africans in general, is that they feel like they are the disadvantages as platforms like the Upwork, LinkedIn, or whatever you mentioned. What do you have to say to that?
Please come again.
I mean, a lot of young Africans, they feel like they are at a disadvantage on those platforms. What because of their skin color or where they are from? What do you have to
Which
say?
platforms like
All of them.
okay. Let me take Upwork for an example. Been on Up for about 2 years and I've worked with different clients. I go on a video call where I show my face with different clients before they hire me. Due to my experience on Upwork, I would say they don't care about your color. What they care about is what you can offer them if you can solve their problem. Even pricing sometimes is the list of their problem. Literally they want from you is if you can solve their problem. As long as you can solve their problem, you can communicate well with them, they can make sense out of what you are saying, can be able to convince them they don't have any problem with your color. So all you need to improve is your communication skills, your skills in solving problems and how to persuade clients. So those are the things that matter, not your color.
Thank you. Kudus, what role would you say playing in freelancing right now?
As we all know, everything that comes have its disadvantage and advantages as well. To me, the advantages AI has brought into the is more than the disadvantages because AI make our work much faster. Work that should take days or months for us to complete, we can do it with AI. We can actually finish that work in weeks. So also bring more jobs opportunity like AI automation. Even when you are coding, AI will actually make your code easier to write. So it also help you to debug. When you have bug in systems, sometimes we used to take months to figure out the bug, but with the help of AI, you can easily debug our codes. So those are the advantages of AI.
Okay, I would like to ask you a few more questions because we're running out of time. What is the highest amount you've made as a freelancer without working a single month?
Don't really actually calculate the amount, but if I can guess right, I would say that about 2,000 IS I've made.
$1,000 per month. Okay, what is one resource that you know you cannot run your freelance business without it?
AI. That now is actually very important because I'm even coping now. I've been surviving without AI before, but now that AI has come, it has actually made everything easier for us.
You know, everybody goes to ChatGPT, goes to cloud and whatever. At this stage of your business, how many hours do you work every week?
Well, I'm not to exaggerate because I actually have passion in what I'm doing. I can say
80 to 100 hours. That's awesome. Okay, so one of it, what
the worst proposal mistake, which I would say actually, how can I? The worst proposal mistake is you using like you talking more about yourself in the proposal instead of talking more about how you understand the client's problem and how you can solve it. So client, when you are sending proposal, client don't care if you are a top rated freelancer, a top rated plus, or you have made $100,000 on Upwork. They don't care. They can see it and they can see everybody with that the same qualification you have. What they want is how you understand their problem and how you can actually solve it. So when you are sending proposal, the first thing you should put in mind is to make the client understand that you understand their problem. The second thing to put in mind is how you can solve it for them. The third is to assure them that yes, after the project, you are still available for them in case if they need any other stuff that you are still available for them to come back.
if you look at someone wants to start today, what is that one single advice you're gonna give?
One of the single advice I'm going to give someone that wanted to start freelancing today. So the person should pick a skills, not just focus on many. I want to do graphic design, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do those. You need to focus on one skill. So you are very good at it, everything you can. Just know the basics. I know how to solve problem with that skills. good to go. Just make sure you learn enough. You don't need 1,000 skills to start. You just need one.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Abdulqudus. So this time I want to ask a big question. So you just pick from which question I'm asking. Which do you think resonates with you? So one is laptop lifestyle or office lifestyle? Like home laptop lifestyle or office laptop lifestyle?
Well, to keep the answer short, choose office lifestyle because I think I used to have a selection at home to do work, but when I'm in office, it's me and my PC and my work, so no distraction.
The first dollar you ever made?
As I said, invest some into my Upwork business.
Work at 3 a.m. or Netflix at 3.
Actually, it depends on the day. It depends on the
Okay, so what was one skill that made you money than your actual service?
case, web design.
Have you been fired by a client?
No, I don't think so.
Do you over deliver your service or you set boundaries?
Over delivered.
What app can a freelancer not do without?
A freelancer can do it. It depends. A freelancer some app, but if we don't want to include that, I would say those AI apps.
What's the biggest lie people believe about making money online?
Making money online is not a quick rich thing. You need to dedicate time. You need to improve yourself. You need to grow to the amount of money you can make money. You have to go to that extent, to that standard.
So someone is watching this right now. And they are scared to start this thing. What is one thing you want to tell?
If you are scared to start freelancing, I will actually tell that there's nothing there to be scared about as long as you can be consistent. Going to be bad days, there are going to be good days, going to be tough time, but it's not like every day is not Christmas. Yeah? So even though you are making money, you're an expert, there will be a month that you won't actually make money. Just keep doing it. The only thing that you just need to start is that you have dedication and you're consistent. Once you have those two qualities, you can do anything.
Thank you so much Al, for sharing your knowledge with us. And I'm sure there are many people already blessed and they gain more knowledge from every video. Thank you so much for everyone who have watched to this junction. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and of course, we'll upload another video. See you in another episode.
All right, thanks. Bye.